The Christians that you became associated with in China, were
Mm,
those Chinese Christians or were they missionaries from Western countries?
both. They were
Both.
some of them from South Korea and some of them from China. And they would have these houses that make us to study Bible. And if we prove our faith to them, they then help us to go to South Korea. And that was a deal that we become Christians and they were going to help us. So at 15, I became a Christian. They made us to go fasting. I mean, like we were like managed all our life, but they said God can do more than that. So they go us like fasting with a 3 years old child in our group, a toddler. We go fasting and make us memorize Bible verses. And they come check us like if we memorize it or not.
How do you view that interaction with the Christians in China in retrospect? Was there any of that that was useful, or was it just another belief that you had to adopt to survive?
So truly honestly, Dr. Peterson, until I read your book, 12 Rules for Life, I was the atheist. I was so against religion because right now I'm with Christians at 15 studying Bible, and then they found out about what I did to survive in China, and
The chat
then
rooms.
yes, and I remember the pastor was saying, "You're so dirty, like it can never be washed," and he literally like some Corinthians, some verse telling me that how some sins can never be washed and how I was so dirty for doing what I did to survive. And that was actually a lot harder in some ways to going through all that journey, because when I was at least going through it, I didn't think that was a bad thing. I thought like something you have to do to survive. Because my father always told me life was a gift. You have to fight for it no matter what, how hard it is. You should never give up on like life. And and then I'm suddenly now with this missionary telling me what I did was wrong. I should have like died instead of doing something that dirty to survive. So it was very tough to deal with. Like keep thinking for the rest of my life, was it worth it? Should I
Well, but
have done
also
it?
you were at that point too. You said that the reason that you didn't kill yourself was because you wanted to help your mother. You had other people that were dependent on you. It wasn't just you.
Mhm.
And you were still looking for your sister too. You had no idea what had happened to her at that point.
Yeah, I didn't. So yeah, and but the thing is now what I'm thinking of that no matter what he was better than those people talking about inclusion, all of that, because he risked his life to saving lives. Those pastors, those missionaries who sent to prison for lifetime sentence in China. No matter what people saying, like you gotta see their actions. And these people actually cared about humanity than anybody that I met having all this flowery, loving language they are using. So that's the thing, like it's so hard to understand humanity that even though it hurt me so long, I'm like forever grateful for what he did for us. And namelessly, I'm like, I made a name for myself. If I'm dying, people gonna know, but he never did. And he didn't even tell me his name. If we asked him, like, tell us your name so we can at least thank you afterwards, like, no, it's not, I'm doing this for making a name. I'm doing this because of love. Love for Jesus, that he loved us. That's why I'm loving you guys so much.